Welcome to A Friday Reads, where I talk about what I read, what I'm reading, what I hope to get to next, and is she still slumpy? Yes, but I have read some things. I have finished some books. Some books. A book. That's a book. That's good. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what I'm listening to, and then maybe my next physical read potential that I'm still thinking about. Probably another short video. Let's start with my review of The Andromeda Strain by Michael Crichton. This is really interesting because I can only review it and read it from the lens of someone with a PhD in biophysics who teaches microbiology, which is a very specific set of skills to have while reading this book that talks about electron microscopy and X-ray crystallography and infection points and vectors of disease. I think where this book doesn't work for me is when it does kind of mini lecture about those things, because it's boring for me. I don't think it would be that interesting to someone else because it's not a cool way of explaining it. It's very accurate. But explaining electron microscopy or light microscopy or X-ray diffractions accurately is very abstract. I just don't think that works very well. I kind of felt like this was a very whimper of an ending. The whole book, it's ha ha ha, little did they know. And it's dun dun dun. It's very you're supposed to, this is a document about what went wrong. And yes, there's a lot of things that went wrong. Most of it, it's actually not completely an individual's fault or anything like that. It's just that no matter how many times you try and have contingencies, things go wrong. That's just how it works. But I just felt there were just a couple things where I'm this is silly. Absolutely silly. And you can probably kind of tell it's his second book. It's only 288 pages. Again, I think probably 40 of those pages could be removed from sci-fi exposition of technology. And it just it felt like the explanations for what was happening and were very whimpery. It just felt like the actual answers, it wasn't satisfying how we got there. I kept waiting for and yeah, especially because there's a component in this, they think they have it contained. It's obviously not contained, and it did this thing. I'm oh, is that what it's gonna do now? That's terrifying. But it never really bled into that. That said, it's short. It read pretty quick for me. I was able to focus on it. It does have pictures in it. That was really cool. And I think was helpful for when certain things were described. I'm trying to find one of the pictures. So they were doing a structure method with electron microscopy. I think this is the electron microscopy. Yeah. So they have stuff in it. It's it has mixed media components. You get the test results and stuff like that. And for a work written in 1969 or 1968, the science holds up. If you want a hard, grounded sci-fi book, that's what this is. I just don't know if it's that entertaining of a book. It's engaging? I don't know. It's interesting. Anyways, I read that. I've been reading to read it for a very long time. And I was both pleased, because it's on one hand, I would maybe use this as a teaching reference material. It's so accurate about so many things. And I think it'd be interesting to have this as a fake case study for students to think about and problem solve with. But from a purely reading for entertainment and when you don't know the background material, I just don't know how well it works. You aren't rooting for any of these characters. None of these people, it's very classic sci-fi. This is not, 1969, but I'm comparing it to Asimov. These people, these men are just not people. They're just not individuals you root for. I remember vaguely Levitt and Hall. There's the mouse guy. I don't know. It's just they're not real people. There's no women in this at all. That's not surprising. But again, it's not I would even say that the men were characters either. The other thing that I'm reading is Labyrinth's Heart. And yeah, this 100% works for that competition square for the Reddit bingo, 100%. I am somewhere, I don't even know. I'm listening to the audiobook, so my physical location is unclear to me. And these chapters are, really long. I think I'm around here. I think that's where I am. And I'm really enjoying it. Oh, look how pretty this end page is. Look at the rook and the rose. Look at them. Look at them. And it's a beautiful purple book. Anyways, this is like I have like 5 broken binding books, and this is one of them. I am really excited about this reread. I'm very cozy. It's perfect for my commute right now. Anyways, it's so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really excited about how I know it's going to end. I don't know what else to say about this series. Again, my disclaimer for every time I talk about Mask of Mirrors is you should try it, because there is a chance that it's going to be your shit, and why would you not let it be your shit? It might not be. I guarantee you it's not a bad book. Like, it's not bad. It might not be your cup of tea, but it's not bad. And if it is your cup of tea, it's just like so rereadable. It's like got so much character connection. Like, this little character work is in this. There's so much in this. So that's been delightful. And so now I need to pick my physical read, and I have like tentatively 2 options, although obviously if I bounce off either of these, I'll pick something up. Just don't have a lot of reading time because my in-laws are in town, and also like I'm tired because of work and stuff. But I could start Sublimation, which I have read a little bit of. This is going to be also, again, like a sci-fi psychological thriller, and I do like Isabel J. Kim, and I did just get the audiobook, so if I need like an immersion read situation, it also just came out. I like that it's a floppy paperback. That shouldn't really matter. So this could be one. I also have a Lois McMaster Bejeweled. I've got The Hollowed Hunt. And yes, I have a hardback of it, and it brings me joy. Look at her. What sucks is, like, I did get a used copy of the first book in hardback, but they're not the same height, because I think maybe it was a different publisher. And for some reason, they, like, sell The Curse of Chalian frequently, but just only as its trade paperback. I don't know how publishing works. Things that intrigue me about this, based off the cover, is there is something around this leopard's neck being attached to this guy's wrist. And there's a thing around his neck, and there's a thing around his head. Like, what is happening in this picture with these 2 animals and this guy? I don't know. Is that going to be explained? Is that just, like, random? So, tentatively, I could try this. I don't really know the plot of it. I don't know how far in the future we are from the last book. I don't even notice any of the names. So, like, I think it's obviously the same world. It's after Paladin of Souls, but I think it's, like, unlike Paladin of Souls having, like, a character from The Curse of Chalian, I think this is just, like, completely its own political thing in the global world of the World of the 5 Gods. That's what I think. If you've read this and I'm wrong, you can correct me, spoiler-free, down below. And then once I've read this, I can get to the Pendrick and Desdemona books, which are the books that are most recently being published by Lois McMaster Bejeweled. And this is a signed copy. Here's the other thing. It's like, once I finish Labyrinth's Heart, like, there's a part of me that, like, really wants to just reread Shards of Honor. But look, it's signed. So exciting. But yeah, that's this Friday reads. I really don't have a lot to update you guys on. Been watching some Disney movies lately, and, like, I guess cold takes, Lion King still slaps. Hot takes, Hercules is severely underrated. Again, Luke, cold take, Tim Rice was a lyricist that raised a generation. like, especially me. Between his musical theater work and his musical movie work, Tim Rice raised me. He raised me like many people are being raised by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And if anything, Tim Rice did more. And, like, in some ways you can definitely notice it. It's not quite as obvious as noticing Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I just, like, enjoy it so much. Like, it's been delightful. We've watched Lion King, Aladdin, Hercules, and then not a Disney movie, we've watched Remember the Titans, which I love that movie. So quotable. So many big names in there, too. Like, I mean, I know that, but, like, it's also just, like, Ryan Gosling's just in the background, being a goober. So funny. So yeah, we're gonna finish Hercules tonight. I love I love everything about Hercules, including how inaccurate it is. Because if you're going to commit to an inaccurate tale, that's how you do it. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. If you just want to leave an emoji to let me know you're here, I don't know. Leave. We already did viruses and stuff. Let's leave a thermometer or like a temperature thing, because I know it's been like hot in some places and it's about to be hot where I am, which is unexciting. Today it's lovely, but it's about to be like not okay. And if you want, you let me know what you're reading, doing, or watching. And otherwise, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.